coronation of King Charles will be an historic and momentous occasion, and the British royal family will no doubt seek to make an event that the entire country can enjoy. As such, it is likely that King Charles will take a leaf out of his daughter-in-law Catherine's book when organising his coronation, to ensure that it is a meaningful occasion that speaks to the concerns of his reign. Most significantly, Dr. George Gross, visiting research fellow in theology at King's College London, has suggested that environment and climate change concerns will play an important symbolic role in Charles's coronation. This is particularly apt given the extensive work Charles has done around these issues for decades, and it could be done in a similar way to the way in which Catherine and William included elements of their beloved countryside in their royal wedding. Such symbolism could be an effective way for Charles to share his vision of the future with the British public as he officially takes the throne. Dr. Gross told the UK's Express, "All coronation services throughout history have sent a message. Sometimes it's of continuity or of a clear break with the past. Sometimes it's a specific message." The timing of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation was about a new age, going post-rationing, breaking free from World War II, a big change in that way. Here, I suspect there will be a message on climate. I suspect they will possibly follow William and Catherine's wedding, where there were trees lined up. I wouldn't be surprised if they went for something like that, and then plant the trees across the country. I would be surprised if, given climate has been such a big topic for him throughout his life, that was not to be represented in some way at his coronation. More than 4 tons of foliage, including 8 20-foot-high trees, were reportedly ordered by Catherine, who wed the now heir to the throne 12 years ago, in an effort to replicate the English countryside within Westminster Abbey. In order to create what was referred to as a living avenue in the church, English field maples were placed there. The bride walked under this living avenue to the altar. By selecting seasonal trees that could be replanted after the wedding, the decision was made in an environmentally friendly manner. As it was disclosed in 2012, King Charles, then the Prince of Wales, requested Catherine and William's approval to plant several of these trees in front of his residence in Llywelyn-Wermod, Wales. One of the themes the King will likely convey about his reign during the coronation will likely be his decision to include the climate change campaign that Charles waged for decades. Additionally, according to Dr. Gross, there is a chance that the King will consent to a dramatic break with tradition and allow television coverage of his anointing, the Church of England's most revered event. This action will indicate that the King wants to be a welcoming monarch to Britons and people in other realms. He added, "I think there are other elements as well. There is clearly going to be a smaller amount of people than the 8,000 plus that were at Westminster Abbey in 1953, so the guest list will send a signal. Also, the various elements within the service will send a signal with how many multi-faith leaders will be involved. I think they will be involved. I think the coronation will match some of the Commonwealth Day services you see at Westminster, where you will have a wider array of religious leaders from different denominations involved, so I think that would send a message. Overall, the coronation of King Charles promises to be an occasion like no other, and one that will be remembered for a long time to come. All eyes will be on the day to see what elements Charles includes in his coronation, and how they will encapsulate his reign."